Welcome, everybody. I'm Tom with Ileana Suburban Ghost Society, and this is Ghost Talk.
Hi. This is the room that can't see what I'm doing. This is the room that they caught the thermal in. That window. Thermal image. Some woman. And you're probably going to see that right about now. This is our home base. Snacks. And more snacks. Gadgets.
I got you gummy bears.
Did you really?
Andrew watching the monitors.
Oh, you're awesome.
I love that commercial. When they're around the conference table.
All the little kids.
Sometimes you could see the dust play on some of these. There's one right there. I don't know if you can make it out with the camera, but it's a good example of, a lot of people see orbs. And it's, typically it's just dust.
Right on. That's Amber's juice that he's making right now. It's called White Gummy Bear.
A lot of dust in this room.
There's a lot of dust in that room.
A lot of dust.
We just look for intelligent movement before we're actually going to capture it and share it to say, check this out. We're not saying this is an orb and this is a spirit. And we're not saying that. What we're saying is this is interesting. Check it out.
You see like how the reflection is on this?
Yeah.
Something like that. That little guy right there.
Oh, look at that
That
one.
one's pretty solid.
I don't know if you could see that one.
That hasn't budged. Oh, okay, maybe. This could just be the way the lights.
Yeah, it's just dust. That's just the way
the way she goes.
We look for intelligent movement, you know, for it to stop or move a certain direction or change directions and go back to where it came from, kind of thing.
Like how the one that went through the wall last time got really bright.
Yeah, you know, it got right in front of the camera, got real bright.
I think that clown just flipped me off.
And that clown was a little,
Not as creepy as that little
yeah, he's
thing
a
in the
little
chair.
creepy little dude. I'm not
Do the zoom.
really digging that
What was
frickin'
is that
clown.
right click?
No, that doll.
Pretty rough. Steve appears to be working on it, but I wanted to show you these beams. They're definitely all hand cut. All these beams, you could see the cut marks in them from like a hatchet or an axe or something. All done by hand. It's pretty cool. I think there's one right above my head. Yeah, right there. Right? Yeah. You can see the hand cut marks in them. That's some old stuff there. Alright, so I'm going to give you guys a few minutes to go out and get settled. We are not Facebooking live, so feel free to bring a device with you. There's 2 of them already upstairs. The REM pod is on and it's sitting downstairs on the table right now, so if you'd like to bring that with you, go ahead. Just shut it off, bring it up to your spot, and turn it on.
Would you prefer us to go to a room with a camera on us?
Yeah, you guys.
Absolutely.
You guys should sit here. There's already 2 chairs there.
It's not a bad idea.
I'm gonna go to the top of the stairs and sit in that corner.
We'll go with the bowling pin room, the clown room.
Are we all gonna
So,
sit upstairs then?
our next session is going to be isolation. And these guys are kind of figuring out, they're looking at the monitors right now and checking it out, see where they want to go. We typically like to have them on camera, you know, so they have a camera on them. So if they experience something or something happens in their area, we catch it on that camera. Because I can't be everywhere with this one. So yeah, that's what we're going to do. Ange, would you like to drive this camera?
You want me to do the isolation?
It's up to you.
Yeah, I can.
Alright.
Would you like to do it or do you want me to do it?
No, I can do it. I never get to do it.
Okay. I just thought maybe.
We're gonna take the K2 with us in there.
I'm stealing Mel Gibson and I'm going to the top of the stairs.
All right, I'm going to follow them and take wherever they don't. So.
Alright, I'm gonna wait a minute.
Okay.
Lizzie, if you're here, come on, follow me. We're gonna go play a game. Everybody is hiding, so we're gonna go find them. Here we go. That's me.
Can't see real good, huh?
Okay.
It's kind of hard.
I told Lizzie we're playing hide and go seek. You guys went and hid. Now we're gonna go find you. Seems a little different in here this time than last time.
Yeah, definitely. You know, I find it odd that you heard noises up. Is that you, Andrew?
No, I heard
sentence?
Jonathan was coming from the room to the left of you guys.
Motorcycle.
Motorcycle.
It's a little cold for motorcycle tonight, idiot.
Diehards. Did you hear that?
Yeah.
Diehards. Did you hear that?
Yeah.
That room again?
Yep.
Alright, getting up.
It's not hard for me on the middle of the hallway, so I hear everything.
What was that?
I don't know.
What was that?
Something right. That table?
What?
That sounded like it was back in my room that I was just in.
It sounded to me like it came from over to the left, like this room. Who's in here?
We're just gonna keep trying to follow you. Wherever you're at, that's where we wanna be.
I think they're playing tricks on us.
Uh-huh.
They think it's funny. We run from room to room trying to find the sound.
And it is kind of funny. It is funny. We appreciate it.
I got a sense of humor.
Can you make a noise and let us know that you're here?
You guys talking in there? Definitely sounds like somebody's holding a legitimate conversation.
Me walking. Be careful out of the stairs. I'm gonna do an EVP session, guys. Recording. We've heard several noises. Can somebody tell me your name? Can you say one of our names? Dog barking.
I still don't understand what those stairs are. The stairs that go nowhere.
There's a small, like, little platform area up there. Very small. Like,
It's almost like they were there to hide something
could have been.
or
There's not very much
someone.
room for storage or anything. So they
No,
couldn't have
I
put very much up there.
You guys hearing anything?
Few things.
I thought I heard we both heard at the same time a voice. I couldn't make it out. You thought it said your name?
It sounded like it said Christina, like muffled.
Well, I told Lizzie that you guys all went to hide. That we were playing hide and go seek. And that we were gonna go find everybody. So maybe it's Lizzie.
We set up the pins for her.
Lizzie, are you here? Anything, Andrew?
Nothing. Can't tell if that's our monitor over there blinking in the stairwell. Again, I just could be staring off in the same spot for too long, maybe. I just keep kind of looking over there and trying to look away.
I wonder who comes in and out of that hole.
Right, dude.
Something like that. So I'm thinking that's really close. That's where we'll be sleeping. Hearing anything, Tom?
Nothing. I got my earpiece in,
Mm-hmm.
so I'm listening to everything. And yeah, it was a shame that you were murdered, but maybe you weren't such a nice guy. I figure a nice guy would get past. He's been murdered. So I guess I'm trying to understand why you were here. Were you a good guy? Ruben, you've obviously had some time to kind of think about, what you've done, in the past. So do you think you're a good guy? Do you think you lived a good life? Did you hear that? You don't hear that noise?
What do you hear?
Somebody walking.
Did you hear that?
I thought it was pulling up the driveway.
No, that sounded like footsteps.
Right? That's what I heard. So maybe Ruben's coming to me now.
So, did we eat? We had Baja grilled chicken. I had Key West chicken and shrimp, and it was delicious. Exquisite.
Going up?
Get down.
I'll just stand here if that's okay.
Please,
I'll just sit right here.
Hey, Rue, I walked in here, turn on the lights.
Oh, that's what we're gonna see. Oh, it is warmer up here.
Oh, yeah. The time of day, ice cream.
They gave you
Maybe I can do this.
an imbecile the Congressional Medal of Honor.
Here we go. How's that?
What is it?
Don't you call him stupid! Happy New Year, Lieutenant Dan! No breaks, no breaks. There's all kinds. I got a little shrimp gumbo, sauteed, cold upstairs, cold downstairs.
It's much warmer in here.
Oh yeah.
So the rest of the investigation will be.
Anybody wants to talk, they need to come in here.
Yeah, we're not going in any other room. This is it. So if you want to come and talk, we're in here.
Just because you have no body temperature doesn't mean we don't.
Yeah. You seem to have no problem with it, but
Someone step closer.
though they can probably move from place to place, so they're probably out in fucking Florida right now.
True. That's where I go.
Simon, you up here? You know, Steve wants some more answers. He's trying to figure out who's here, why you're here. He wants to know about that place in the basement, that big hole in the wall. You know, Steve is somebody you guys should really appreciate, especially if you're stuck here. Steve's trying to keep this place alive. He's trying to keep it up and running. He's trying to fix it up. You know, without Steve, this place will just deteriorate to dust. And then where are you going to go? You move on somewhere else, I guess? You know, so I think you all owe it to Steve to give him some answers, to help him understand the history of this place. He cares a lot about the history. Can you tell us about that tunnel in the basement? Were slaves moved in and out of that tunnel? Can somebody finish this for me? So, what are some of the things that you guys are curious about? I mean, as far as the paranormal world goes, what is the one thing that sticks in your mind that you're like, man, I wish I had the answer to that? What's that one thing?
Yes, why do they even show themselves?
Okay. You know, is there rules to that? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Are they allowed to do it? Why does it appear that some of them do it and others don't?
Why do they attach themselves to certain people and places?
True. That's a good one.
I think it boils down to the rules for me. Like, how
how much of what we say can they hear?
Maybe-
That's how I am.
You know, that's why I always talk real loud because, you know, it always seems to me like they're talking to me so soft and so quiet. But yeah, I can pick it up on a recorder and it's not really loud on there either. You know what I mean? So I just wonder if they can really, if I talk soft, will they hear me? I don't know that.
I mean, for all we know, in the afterlife, this house is pristine.
It could be.
Yeah, I was thinking about that
It could be
earlier.
in mint condition. They could be walking around in it right now and not seeing any of this.
They could be hearing us going, "Do you hear that?"
No, because earlier I was gonna say, like,
Yeah.
are you unhappy with the way the house looks now? It doesn't even look like this to them.
Kind of like, I mean,
Parallel universe stuff.
right. So to them, it would be like, "Man, did you hear that? I could have sworn I heard somebody just go, hooey. What the fuck was that?"
Yeah.
And I'm looking over at her going, "Shut up, you know what you're talking
Does it sound
about."
like some asshole in a wheelchair in there?
Who the hell's Lieutenant Dan? I don't know.
That's how I feel though. I'm like, can you see us?
Like, do they get frustrated
Can you
because
only
they're
hear
trying
us?
to talk to us and we don't know?
Mhm.
Or they're like,
Running around the table right now, just yelling in our faces, and we can't see or hear them.
right.
Yeah, or is it like the movie Ghost, where they're all standing there screaming at us and we just
We don't know.
can't chime in, but every so often. And those little moments, those little glimpses where you pick up something on audio, or you pick up something on a device, that's that like one little shot that they had to kind of get through. Like there's,
Is there anyone here who will talk to me?
I still hear it.
Yeah.
No, that was me.
No, I still hear that same noise.
The
It's like
buzzing?
ring.
It's the heater.
Light up the device answering yes to our questions, please. All you gotta do is get close to it and it'll light it up.
There's nothing to be afraid of. Can anyone give us a sign that you're here?
Simon, if you're upset about the condition of this house, light up that light. Light up that device.
We would like to know that you're not just stuck in one place. Simon, was it you that threw that rock earlier?
And why are you throwing shit at me? What'd I do to you? Not cool.
Do you not like all of these people coming into your house all of the time?
You know, like I've said on many investigations, you know, they probably see people come through here, you know, 3-4 times a week, and asking the same questions over and over and over again. But I kind of think that, you know, my version of this is a little different. You know, I generally care about you guys, and you know, I wonder if you're okay and if you're happy or you're sad or frustrated or whatever the case may be. You know, and I care and I want to help. So if I can help, you have to let me know. You know, let me know what I can do to help you. But we have to establish that communication first.
as if there's something here. So
Yeah.
we've made the trip. We've come here. We've done our part.
Yeah,
We're halfway.
we're donating. You know, we're donating to the cause, and the cause being the restoration of this home. If people like us don't come here and bring money, then this place doesn't survive. And gets sold off or left to rot. And get eventually tore down because it's unsafe, and that's probably where it's heading, because it's in pretty bad shape. You know, like we were just saying, we don't know what you see. But what we see is not much of a future.
We're not saying you have to come out and do parlor tricks. Just make
Yes, we
contact.
are.
But your memory, everything about this place will go. You know, nobody will know who Simon Powell is. Nobody will know the story of Reuben and Frank.
It'll all
Frank
be
the
forgotten.
coward.
That's very true. Very true.
If this place goes down, those stories go down with it.
You know,
We were here earlier. We were a couple blocks from here at a store and mentioned it to the clerks in the store, and they'd never heard of it. These are people who live in your town, right here, and they don't know anything about it. So basically, you need to start making some noise. It's the only way I see your memories carrying on.
yeah, if you're going to become relevant again, you need to start communicating with the people that visit here. You know, we would love to see you, but we would take a knock or a noise or your voice or moving something, opening a door, closing a door, pulling Angie's hair.
Tapping my shoulder, anything.
I don't know what you called it back then, but it's called Thornhaven Manor now, and you know, we're just trying to support the local cause, and Steve's done so much to really try and get this place back on its feet. And you know, I know the progress has been slow. I don't know what you're feeling about the situation. I would hope that you would appreciate Steve's efforts. You know, just by simply lighting that device and communicating directly with us can make a huge difference for Steve. So, you know, support Steve. Help us out. Help us, you know, spread the word about Thornhaven, about this home. And Simon T. Powell and Reuben Bailey, Frank Thurman, Lizzie.
We just need you to do your part. We did ours. We're here. Help us out. Maybe we're wasting our time. Maybe we should just put our money together, buy this place, and turn it into something else.
You know, I thought about it too, talking to Steve earlier. You know, buying this place and tearing it down. Just gut it. Remove everything and build a brand new house here. You know, everything else is here that I need. And the view, you know, I guess I would build my home in the same spot, so I would have that same view. But yeah, I think that, you know, this might be a good idea and a good opportunity for me.
Yeah.
You know, just tear it down, throw all this shit, have it hauled away. And I guess, you know, the spirits that are here are in purgatory, I guess, because they won't communicate and tell me. So all I can do is guess that they're in purgatory and they just, you know, hang out here because they are not deemed fit to move on. You know, and that's kind of where I was going with the Reuben Bailey and Frank Thurman thing earlier. You know, why is Reuben here? He must have been bad too.
What do you think he did?
I don't know. I don't know why he would still be here. Somebody who's murdered? You know, I would think they would get a pass, you know?
Do you have some unfinished business, Ruben?
Maybe if you light up that device, Ruben, we can talk about it. Let's get to the bottom of it. Pass on that message.
Are
You
you,
know,
looking
just-
for Frank?
You're not going to find him among the living, I'll tell you that. He paid the price for what he did to you.
I'm sure that makes you feel good.
If you're asking me, I think he got off easy. Frank, talking about you, I think you got off easy. That wasn't justice. You got to walk around on earth and live and breathe and eat. Poor Ruben didn't. If you don't like what I got to say, Frank, you can come out and we can talk about it.
Stone.
Maybe purgatory's like its own jail sentence, similar to a Frank. Maybe if you do something so bad, you're forced to spend X amount of years on Earth roaming around. Well, maybe everyone's version of purgatory is different. Maybe some people get like minimum security where they can have a TV and a pillow. You know what I mean?
You know, I mean, I guess I call it purgatory, but, you know, maybe it's kind of like a way station or something.
Could be.
You know, they just stay in one area for a certain amount of time, but maybe some choose to.
For my grandma, I say she missed most of my life, so she's here to see.
Right, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, that makes sense to me.
Yeah.
Because she's chosen to stay here. You know, maybe that is an option.
Maybe her version of purgatory is great. Maybe she's got a beautiful penthouse apartment that she gets to go to, and she could have Shamrock Shakes every day.
You know, maybe she's in frickin' Florida on the beach right now.
And
You know what I mean?
some device is buzzing going on. They're talking about me. It's too
Yeah.
warm. It's too cold there.
So, you know what I mean? Then you're going to, oh, I just got a really good chill. I mean, I'm cold, obviously, but I just got a chill. Somebody here? Somebody decided to show up? Anyway. But yeah, I think a lot of it is, you know, our brains communicating those things to us, even if you're not a believer, you know, in the paranormal. And, you know, I think that, you know, people,
Did you just yawn?
Yes.
Okay.
you know, as soon as they walk into a place like this and they've never seen it before, kind of like you today, you immediately get creeped out, like, oh my goodness, feeling paint and shit, and doesn't look like it's seen a coat of paint. And so that's me yawning. Yeah, I think right off the bat they're gonna go to, like, you know, horror movies. You know, that's why when I investigate, you know, I don't watch any scary because I really don't want my mind to go there.
Yeah.
I mean, not that it would, but I want to keep it clear as I can, and not put those visions in my head.
Yeah. Coming fresh.
You know, even like Wrong Turn or something like that. You know those movies, right? So, you know, you watch that movie, you come in here to investigate, boom, wrong turn. It's gonna be in your head. Dude's gonna want to eat you. Yeah, I mean, I really believe that. I think a lot of it's in our brains. I think a lot of it we put, you know, a lot of investigators, people that investigate all over the United States, I think when they put themselves in this situation, I don't think they realize it, but, you know, I think they put a lot of it in their brains.
Well, even the episode that we watched, the Investigation Brothers, where they did the one here. I mean, I don't know. I don't know how I feel about those guys.
Ghost Brothers?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're gonna need 3 days to be able to get something.
Yeah.
you know, where here we are trying to do it in several hours, you know.
I think that the beauty of us, though, is that we're not owned or sponsored by anybody, and we're a team and it's important to come in as a team because you're relying on the other person's validation to what you're witnessing. or hearing.
Absolutely.
And you're trusting the honesty.
And that's one thing about Steve, you know. Steve talked about downstairs. I don't know if you guys were present at the time, but what we talked about was, you know, my opinion on some of the other pay locations and the process that they go through to get people to go there. So what they do is they set up additional cameras for them. They have their own security cameras indoors, the IRs. They run audio through there. They run all kinds of cables and wires and EMF detectors and all this stuff. And, you know, I told them I liked it raw. I like it raw. I don't like anything in there. I want the power off, and I want the building to just be sitting there. You know, it helps me validate and you know, be able to review my evidence and say, you know, that happened, you know, or this happened, and there's no other reason for it.
I'm in agreement with you. Is in terms of where Steve's at and where you're at, I kind of didn't formulate my opinion about it till I heard your side of it with regard to staged equipment, and I'm completely 100% against it. I mean, it was completely raw. You saw us kill the power to the entire house. It was documented. That's what people are looking for. In a world today where everybody is so caught up in the drama aspect of things, I think that the truth is just far much more interesting.
And that's why I take opportunities such as the cold spot. You know, I felt one before, so I know what they feel like. And when I felt that, within seconds, I called Andrew up. Because I want you to feel it too, and then you tell me what you felt. And we talk about it later, and we have it on video, and we document your reaction, so that we can have that conversation to validate what you actually felt. I don't know what you felt. You might not have felt anything, but I know I did.
Well, and then even Vic went down to go feel it and went away, and then you asked it to come back and it came back.
That's, you know, that's just crazy, man. You know what I mean? It's something like that.
I actually felt a little bit more lucky than you guys
That's what I'm saying.
because it wasn't there. And you hear me, I say there's nothing.
Yeah, I didn't get to.
I
I got nothing.
I got nothing. Like, it felt like everything else in the room. And then when you called it back, within 3 seconds, boom. And it was just noticeable. And it sucks because you can't transfer that feeling or emotion through video, but damn if it wasn't there.
You know, how does that work? How does the spirit world work? You know, Barbara didn't pass in the house, so she's obviously a spirit traveler, right?
We've had quite the diet tonight.
You know, how does that work? You know, she is a spirit traveler, period. You know, I think we're all pretty confident that we were communicating with her. You know what I mean?
Kind
It
of
just,
are. I think she was just clearly visiting.
you know,
I believe they can come and go.
Yeah.
well, I mean,
But are they barred to specific locations, or can they travel freely?
you know, that's my question.
I think it
Yeah, how does
varies.
that work?
Yeah, is it the
I feel
power
like
of the person, like their energy in general, like what their capabilities of what they want to do, or they're just kind of like, yeah, whatever happens, happens?
Maybe that's their
I
purgatory
feel like if
conditions.
you were a bad person in life, you're stuck. And you can't go anywhere else.
So by that logic, if we were to go to, say, a rundown prison,
Yeah.
we would probably be in the company of a lot of stuck individuals who deserve to be.
Mhm.
I mean, I think people stay in a place longer than probably they should, because I think either one, they're comfortable, or they have unfinished business, or they're waiting for somebody. You
You know, I mean, I guess like in Simon's case, you know, obviously he put a lot of time and money and effort into creating what we see today. But is that why people stay when they pass somewhere?
And I feel like Ruben's here seeking revenge. Like he has unfinished business. He wants something done.
I mean, yeah, that makes sense, right? I mean, but what is he doing here to do it? You know, again, I thought, you know, based on the evidence that we captured last time we were here, we got an EVP that said, Frank. I am Frank. So, you know, again, is it somebody pretending to be Frank, or was it really Frank, and what is he doing here? He didn't die here either. Is he a spirit traveler too? Did he come back here to fuck with Ruben some more? Did he come back to the scene of the crime? You know, is he here to punish them for some reason?
Is he-
stuck in like a traumatic spot?
Yeah, I mean,
Is
and
he
that's...
mad that only Ruben died? That he only managed to kill Ruben and not the rest of them?
Well, you gotta
Yeah.
think, that's a pretty sick individual.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, so that basically means he was trying to kill his wife, the person he raped. He was just trying to kill everybody.
Well,
Because
he knew he was going down. He was caught. He got caught.
Yeah, he
Trying to
knew he was
hide it
going
all.
to get confronted based on the history that we know. So he made a move and tried to take him out. These portals, or in theory, these portals that they appear to travel through, you know, is that how these spirit travelers move around? Through these portals? You know, I don't know the answer to that. I'm kind of throwing it out there, but you know, it seems like, you know, a lot of the research that I've done on paranormal and hauntings and so on, it always seems around traumatic events. The hauntings appear to be related to death in a location and or a tragic event. You know, such as a brutal beating or a rape or,
Even just a child.
yeah, child abuse maybe, or, you know,
Suicide.
yeah, suicides, a murder,
Poisoning. Yeah, that always brings up more questions. I mean, not only why, but what are their abilities? What are they allowed to do? What can they do?
What
How
are they
much of it can
capable
they
of
do?
doing? But like,
Are they tied into objects? Like,
yeah, you know, with this whole investigating thing, it's just, you know, you ask 3 questions and now you have,
12.
yeah, I was going to say that number 2.
Were you really?
Yes, swear to
I
God.
knew it. I knew it.
So it just seemed like, you know, just more questions develop.
It's just a mystery.
It is a mystery, and
That's
that's
why I do it.
right. You know, it's challenging to think about, and for you to do it successfully, you need to have conversations like this.
And there'll never be a solid answer.
Yeah,
There never can be.
you know, it's
Unless somebody
extremely
walking
important.
through that doorway and goes, "Hello, I'm here. How's it going?"
Let
Yeah.
me explain what's really happening. Sorry it took me so long.
But you know what
Y'all
I'm
been wasting your time all night.
But you know what I'm saying is, these conversations are extremely important for our growth as individual investigators. You know, not to say I'm going to believe everything that you guys say, and you're not going to believe what I say all the time, but it at least gets you thinking. It gets the wheels turning, and it, you know, may help you theorize, you know,
I developed
what's
your
comfortable
opinion.
in your mind. You know, how you think it works, and you know, it might trigger something for you to help you communicate or develop an experiment, or
Yeah.
you know, have confidence in the next time that you go and investigate somewhere, or whatever the case may be.
Perfect example. It was right there. We were all sitting around that round table. Something got brought up. And immediately I was like, hang on, maybe we try this. I know it didn't work out how we all wanted it to, but we tried it.
Yeah, again, everybody needs to keep an open mind when it comes to this stuff, and
whole thing's an experiment.
I mean, you just don't know what's gonna trigger.
And that's why I push all kinds of different buttons. You know, I try like hell to try to
That's why I like the
hit a nerve.
I like the flashcards, right?
Yeah.
Because I mean, I'm like you, Vic. I'm like, can you hear us? Or
Can you read these?
Can you only see us
What are
and
your
not hear us?
abilities?
You know, what are your abilities?
Right.
I mean, I've always wondered that.
Yeah.
I'm like, well,
Because
what
you
is
would
it?
Try
Think if
everything
it
at
was-
this level.
If it was consistent,
Right,
then they'd be able to respond at a moment's notice, like, what's your name?
right.
My name's Carl. What's your name? Carl. Dude, I said Carl 15 times. The guy's not hearing me. What is this? Or is it maybe like, yeah, dude, I don't hear nothing. And then maybe it just chimes in every so often.
Yeah. I mean, it goes back to, I mean, I believe obviously our bodies are just a vessel that we're made up of energy. So that's why, I mean, we've been to places where our batteries have drained instantly. We just changed them.
Yep.
Our phones
Well, that's how
drain.
my phone was when I got
Our
here.
phones drain instantly. But I mean, I think that's why sometimes you get more EVPs, because I think that's the amount of energy that the amount of energy that they have to where they're trying to communicate. You may get where you have more energy to where you're able to use the devices. I mean, obviously, I don't know that, but I think it all has to do with energy. I do believe that.
I believe that.
I mean, I
It's a
certainly,
legitimate like law too. I mean, energy created is never destroyed. It's just turned into a different form.
that's what I feel.
Precisely.
I do believe you just go into another dimension. What it is, I don't know.
There's no way for it to
It's a
just
level
be
of
over.
consciousness.
But I just don't think that once it's over,
It's done.
it's done.
Yeah.
What's the point of it all then? I don't know. That's why I do it, because I want to know.
Just hoping you I mean,
It's just very curious.
I mean,
I
it's
want to
kinda-
know that when I go, I get to see my loved ones that I've spent, so many years with.
Yeah.
Things
Maybe we're
happen for a
waiting.
reason.
Maybe we're waiting.
I believe that.
Well, just like we said on the video, though, it's everybody's perceiving things differently. Every single one of us, if we were, had that same evidence in front of us, may see it differently. So when we interviewed you guys, we left there, feeling pretty confident that, your responses were genuine. You didn't really, Christina, you didn't really want to talk about it. You were real quiet at first until your mom made some comments. And then I just said, wait a minute, you guys aren't nuts, so understand that right now, you're not. You're not going nuts. And then after that, it seemed like you guys, as we conversed, you relaxed a little bit and you opened up, and we got to really understand your claims. And that did nothing but excite us, right, Vic? We were like, hell yeah, this is all right. So we were really excited about coming in and checking it out. But again, it could have been exactly like tonight.
Yeah.
But, we're still in it. You know what I mean?
first 20 minutes of my time there was like that. And you guys kept saying, no, like this. Again, I saw the video. I mean, you guys sent it to me and showed me it, and I was like, man, I can't wait to get there. We went and did our little solo and nothing. I was like, damn, what's going on here? And then they walked in the door and that all changed very quickly.
So after our first visit, and we did that follow-up, when we actually killed the power, that blew me away. And then when we all went back together, just
Because like you said too, like it's nice to know that everybody takes the steps to like try to make the right decisions and cover all bases and troubleshoot everything and debunk everything before just going ahead and saying, oh look, that happened.
okay.
So to kill the power, double check everything.
And a skeptic's mentality is what you have to have.
Well, and that's the beauty of it is like every time something happens, I mean even earlier we had the machine going off and we were thinking of other ways of what could have happened and we figured it out.
And yeah, I mean, understand, guys, that's my focus, is to find that natural cause and move on. Find it, because most likely I'm going to. So find it, no matter what. Figure it out. We can figure it out. we have the tools and the capability to figure it out, figure it out.
Honestly, stuff like this doesn't discourage me.
Oh, no. Don't get me wrong, guys, because I'm telling you right now, based on what I heard early on, what I experienced early on, I know I got EVPs. I know I do.
Mine's been sitting in the basement all
I
night.
definitely heard a little girl's voice on
Yeah,
the spirit box, definitely.
Yeah, we're gonna capture all
Yeah,
that.
it's like,
Happy
hi,
about
Vic.
that.
We're gonna capture all that when we go back and review all this stuff. We're gonna capture all that stuff and be like, damn, it was so quiet, but yet. And I've
So
been
loud.
there many times where, you know, I'm not discouraged. I'm really not. I don't really get discouraged. I mean, yeah, I do want some personal experiences, and I want it to keep me on my toes. And if you don't have the activity, you kind of fade a little bit. You know what I mean?
It's just like anybody watching this that doesn't do it. Like, you're probably a golfer, or a bowler, or a fisherman. If you go out and have a bad day, does that mean you just put up your toys and never play? No. You're
Yeah,
doing it for that perfect
some of
swing.
them might.
Yeah, if you're like a crybaby or something. You know, you're never going to pick up another bowling ball, you're never going to cast another line out. No, of course you're going to, because you're into it. You do it for that perfect shot, for that action on the stairs. You do it for that. That's awesome. So where do we go from here, guys?
Maybe you didn't have what it took to whoop his ass. Because that's what he needed. But I will tell you this, Reuben. So I'm going to ask this. Frank, if you're here, step forward. Time to pay the fiddler. Reuben, are you here with us? If there's somebody here, please step forward and tell me your name. So what is your name? Who am I talking to? Do you want us to leave? We want to come back and visit with you. Do you want us to? Maybe one at a time. I think you guys are throwing a little too much at me. Say one of our names. That sounded like it's
Your last chance to communicate with us.
Last chance for love.